The 482 type locomotive, often called Mountains with some exceptions, was a locomotive that served many railroads faithfully during the latter 30 or so years of the steam age. Mountain types often came in to replace 462 Pacifics for the most part. They probably replaced more locomotives than just the 462s, but I cannot confirm that as of now. What I can confirm that is that after the end of the steam age, preservationists for the most part just left them in the cold. But that does not mean that there were more attempts to save more mountains than what we currently have right now. Some mountains, though, were either attempted to be preserved and efforts to preserve them fell through, or they were just simply forgotten about altogether, even if that railroad, say Union Pacific, was a huge supporter of preserving steam locomotives. In this video, I'm going to cover every North American 482 type in order alphabetically from the railroad that owned said 482. Keep in mind this will include railroads that didn't originally get their own 482s but bought them from other railroads, namely the Florida East Coast. With that out of the way, here's every North American 482 type described in 15 words or less. The biggest of the Alaska Railroad and the lightest of all the 482s. Would you like a coal burner or an oil burner with your mountain? Adopted children from the FEC, coming with the option of squared or Vanderbilt tenders. Raised and centered headlights also included, both originals and exiles that were kicked off the NYONW.
Ha 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 ha! Heavy is back, babies!
Do you want your mountain to come with or without streamlining, sir? Original designations now reassigned to CP Rail's 464s, a forgotten mountain type of CN subsidiaries, a much less known locomotive type that kept the central of Georgia running. First mountain types built in America and some of the first to be forgotten about. High headlights for the Burlington route. An unremembered locomotive type from a well-remembered railroad.
Lackawanna, if you wanna rock and roll, you can go to Buffalo or Toronto.
Made their home in the very type of territory that they're named after. Mountains. Bought so many mountains that they ultimately had to sell a lot of them off. Guess Florida railroads are just built different. OG flagships of the Empire Builder and a few that were not forgotten about. Even in death, an icon of Paducah, with some sisters still remaining. Copied B&M's homework, tried to sell them, couldn't sell them, and they died. Worked the Lehigh Valley Railroad and the first to be forgotten about.
Kentucky's got the L&M.
Full engines not preserved, but tenders still around and on several excursion stars. A excursion star. A excursion star? An excursion star? I don't know, I fell asleep in my English classes. Is it me, or do those cowcatchers remind me of a certain S3? Would you like the regular tender or the Vanderbilt tender with your fries, sir? Adopted the lion's share of Florida East Coast 482s at 30. Yet none survived. A USRA design for a railroad that could not afford real Jordans. The second to third lightest of all the 482s.
New York Central.
A mostly forgotten mountain type from a mostly forgotten about railroad.
We're cargo moving people.
Wait a minute.
Hey! This motherfucker got them big G's!
Worthy freight haulers and the biggest survivor of the original PRR steam locomotives. Ooh, a high headlight. That's about it though. The shortest working lives of any 482 locomotives at 6 years. Would you like either a small or a large Vanderbilt tender with your combos, sir? Later outperformed by the Southern Railway's 462s, ironically. The Skyline casing goes hard on these. If only someone tried to preserve more adopted children from the FEC. 1500s remembered and even saw excursion service. 4300s forgotten about. And once again, another light mountain type. None survived but a NYC 482 disguised as one they owned. Is it possible for trains to be ninja? One was streamlined, one pulled a train with Eisenhower, yet Union Pacific forgot about them. Standard designs for multiple railroads and all disappeared. Intended for mixed use, but all the Northerns got all the passenger assignments. Oh hey, it's Wes from San Juan Branch Line. 2 original, 3 from the FEC, all forgotten about. Alright, and that is it for this video. This video was inspired by Cal Unit Productions' 10 words or less videos, but for this video I put it at 15 words and not just 5 because there was a lot more that I wanted to say about some of these mountain classes that I couldn't put in just 5 words. And also because Andrew Rail of Bammers made a Paramarquette steam locomotives video where he set the words at 12. So I thought, maybe I could do something similar and have more than 10 words, as long as it's still somewhat short. And that is what I did for this video. I don't know what the eventual results will be from people watching this, but if I do get at least 50, maybe 75 likes on this video, then I'll make an every North American 484 Northern type in 15 words or less as well. There were a lot of photos from various collections and various photographers, including Richard Leonard, J.A. Strapak, Gary Everhart, Robert F. Collins, Harold K. Volrath, Bud Laws, J.T. Thompson, and more. All credits for all the photos go to all of them. But if there is a photo in this video that you do own, please tell me in the comments section and I will credit to you in the video description. Anyways, thank you all for watching and until next time, have a good day!